Welcome to the Cabinet Learning Series. Today, we're going to talk about getting more from your web forms. We're going to talk about how to get data out of your web forms, create a folder in Cabinet Safe, populate folder index fields, and then route the form to the appropriate people in your organization. We're going to demonstrate our sales lead process that we use here at Cabinet. This is kind of what we're going to talk about today during the webcast. What's a process that we use, what tools do you need, and why use web forms. First of all, what's the process? We're going to describe the process we use to capture and route leads that we get when a prospective client fills out a form on the Cabinet website requesting a product demonstration. You can adapt this process to kind of any web form that you have, like an employment application, an employee request for leave, a time card form, event registration, new client form, on and on, any kind of forms that you use. And what tools do you need? We're going to show you the tools that we use to make our sales lead process work. Those tools can be adapted to many other uses. And why use web forms? Whether you already use web forms or you're thinking about using web forms, they're a great way to collect data and manage the information that's in those forms. A lot of our customers are small businesses, and they're used to collecting information the old-fashioned way on paper forms, in Word or PDF attachments or emails, and then have someone manually enter the information into a database. So by collecting information through web forms, you're not only making it easier for your customers and visitors to your website to get information to you, but you're making it easier to manage that information that you collect for your organization. If you're watching this video, you probably have a stack of paper forms, surveys, information requests in a folder, in a basket, waiting for someone to sit around and enter that. So web forms save you the trouble of doing that and having to manually manage that information. Here's sort of the process that we use to gather and disseminate sales leads within SAFE. A prospective client visits our website and fills out our demo request form. Just a comment here, with the sales lead process, time is really critical. And our process helps minimize the time from when someone fills out this form to when they can be contacted by one of our sales reps. And sometimes this only takes minutes between when someone fills out this form and someone gives them a call back to contact them. Once someone fills out the form and hits the submit button, a couple of things happen. The information from the form is captured into our email marketing database, and that database entry triggers an email to an alias at Cabinet. Then one of the tools that we use, email to DB, reads the email, it parses the data and enters it into a SQL database. At this point, we read that data, look for the area code of the phone number entered by the prospect, and we determine how to route the sales lead. It's basically matched up to one of our sales reps' region so that we know how to route that. Next, a Cabinet tool, PDF Forms Monitor, monitors the SQL table. It detects a new entry, it creates a folder in Cabinet Safe, and it populates the indexes with data from SQL. We create a PDF form, again populated with data from the SQL database, and we file the form in Safe. Part of that filing process routes the form to the appropriate region manager. Next, we'll show you what happens kind of in real time. A person comes to our website, pulls up this form, schedule a demonstration. They'll go out and fill out the form, which I've pre-populated here. Hit the submit button. The information from this form is captured in our email marketing database, so we've got them on our email list. And when that entry is made in the email marketing database, it triggers an email to us at Cabinet. It comes in, and that's where we start our email to DB, process and our forms monitor process. So I'll just flip over to email here, and we'll see that an email has come in to me as a sales rep. It says I have a live demo request. I get the information on the prospect, everything that they filled out in the form, so that I can contact them immediately. Okay, we'll flip over to Cabinet, where the data from the form has been parsed. Forms Monitor has had a look at it. Forms Monitor created a new folder in Safe, and it created a PDF form which was filed and routed to the sales rep. So we'll go out here and look for that client. Here's the client name, or the prospect name, Pied Piper. The folder index fields have been filled out over here on the right. We'll open the folder up, and here's the PDF form that was created, and we'll do a preview on it. You'll see that that form is out there, and that's what has been routed to the sales rep as well. So the sales rep gets a couple of notifications. It's going to get a workflow notification with this form in it, and he's also going to get an email. So if the sales rep is on the road, he can get that on his mobile device and call from the road if that's what he needs to do. So now I can flip over to my workflow and see that I have this demo request form has come into my workflow, and that I need to take action on it. So to recap the process, the user goes to our website, fills out a demonstration request form, hit the submit button. An email with the data from that form is sent to an email alias at Cabinet Paperless. And in this program that we purchased, a third-party program called Email to DB, it reads the email, parses the data, puts it in a SQL table. It determines which region the prospect is in based on the area code of the phone number they entered. Forms Monitor reads the SQL table, creates a PDF form, puts data in that form from the email. It creates a folder in Cabinet, and then it workflows the form to the correct region manager based on that area code. So the obvious question is, what are all the parts and pieces that make this thing work? Of course, Cabinet's safe. Secondly, a third-party program that will parse those emails, pull the data out and put them into a SQL table so that they can be read by the PDF Forms Monitor utility. We chose Email to DB. I'm sure that there are others out there that'll do the same thing. Just do your research on that. That's just the one that we chose. There's some setup required from our professional services group to make this work, some behind-the-scenes programming. I advise you to contact your Cabinet rep to evaluate your project, because all projects are different, and we'll provide you a quotation for what it'll take to do that. We invite you to contact us, email address info@cabinetpaperless.com, or at our toll-free number. Thanks for attending today. We appreciate it.